and welcome back to my channel. I'm Charlene and today we're doing a Sunday reset. Joke's on you, today is Saturday. I like to get in the right headspace the day before just to get organized and make my list, make my meal planning list for the week. I put all of this in the reminder app. Did you know that you could make your own list? There's already a built-in grocery list, which makes life so much easier, and it all syncs to my phone. I have a few staples here that I normally buy, and then ingredients for the meals I plan to make. And this just helps me stay on track when I'm in the store because I tend to get a little distracted. I'll see you on Sunday.
너의 중요하다는 words It's for you It's all for you
Good morning and happy Sunday. The first thing you're going to notice about my kitchen is that we don't have any uppers or shelves. So things get a little bit cluttered. My little toddler loves to snuggle, always calls for me. First things first, I really just wanted to organize the refrigerator, declutter, and give it a good wipe down and cleaning before I go grocery shopping. Thankfully, I've already made my list, so I can devote my brain energy into figuring out why I have so much freaking cheese. Does anybody else have so much cheese, or is it just us? I don't know. I try to do this about once a month, although twice a month would be ideal. It's just a huge undertaking, but it really helps me figure out what we need, what we don't need, and gives me room to place all of the new groceries I'm buying. Did you guys see that? My AirPod fell in the garbage disposal. Instant replay. Boom. Luckily, I was able to save it and sterilize it and put it in rice. Oh my God, moving forward. Planned on doing my Sunday reset this week and documenting it, which I've never done before. And it was pretty funny just having like my husband and toddler walk into the shot and wondering, why is this camera on? But we're just trying something new. I was gonna do it anyway, might as well use it for content. I love watching these videos myself, so I figured why not create my own. I'm really excited to start this journey with you and hopefully give you some tips on how to prepare for the week, just certain tools that I use for meal planning or creating food for my toddler that I don't have to splurge on at the grocery store, like pouches, which I'll get into later. I make my own and I'm excited to share that with you. Right, this looks pretty good to be able to go shopping. I'll see you there. Welcome back. This kitchen is still in a bit of disarray. I just did enough to get out the house and feel like I accomplished something. So I'm glad I got that part out the way because I would not want to come home and have to deep clean the refrigerator. But I still have a few things that I need to organize and just get my workstation in order. So I forgot to mention that today is the Super Bowl. So the store was incredibly packed and everyone had the same idea today, wings and jalapeno peppers. And that is exactly what we're having today. This store, if you've never been to it, it's incredible. They have vegetables and fruits and spices from all around the world, things you just won't see at Kroger, Publix, or wherever your major grocery store is. Okay, one thing to keep in mind when you're shopping here is it is debit or cash only. So they don't take credit cards, which is a bummer because you're missing out on points. Okay, now we're at my favorite part, which is getting all of those vegetables cleaned and scrubbed from all of the dirt. I'm using a bit of baking powder. Normally, I will use my apple cider vinegar spray, but I ran out of it, so this will do the job for now. I put everything inside of a metal bowl. It's not in the sink. I do not believe in washing vegetables or any food in the sink, so I just grab a big bowl, put some baking powder in there, and give everything a good rinse and toss, and then let it dry on my strainer or my little drying pad here. I find that having everything washed and prepped and chopped beforehand helps with meal prepping and just preparing dishes throughout the week for lunch. Because you're able to see it, you don't have to put in the extra work to chop it up or clean it. It's already done for you, so you have no reason but to make something with the food you already have in your refrigerator. In addition, cleaning and storing it properly helps with the longevity of your food. So you can have it in your fridge for longer for different meals and not have it sit in the bottom of a drawer in a plastic bag, just rotting away because you don't see it and it's not going to be used. So I like to have these little containers that I got off Amazon. After they're clean and dried, I put them in with a little food saver cloth that I found at TJ Maxx. And this helps again with the longevity of the greens to stay crisp for longer. Trust me, I've been there. I've had those rotten food baggies in the fridge, and at some point I just got tired of wasting food and having to go shopping and buy the same things, same produce, and letting it sit around and forgetting it's there. So just putting in that little extra bit of time when you get home from the store really helps throughout the week, and I notice it. This is my favorite little tool for storing herbs because those are the first things to go bad, especially this cilantro. I like to put it in these little herb containers for my green onions because they do keep growing. So if you store them properly, you can continue to get green onions. And I like to have them enclosed so they don't smell up the fridge. And cilantro does really well in these jars with a little bit of water at the bottom. It's lasted me for about 2 weeks here. And I see it, I know it's there. I pop it out whenever I need to use it. It's already clean, so it makes my life a lot easier. So I really love my veggies, and surprisingly, my son loves his vegetables as well. So I love having access to an abundance of fresh vegetables in the fridge that I do not have to leave the house for. I bought so much kale because I found this amazing kale Caesar salad recipe that I've been making at least once a week. It's so easy and delicious. Everybody loves it. I'm happy to share that recipe with you in another video. Everything's looking pretty good now. I just want to add some labels to things so I know what is what, and I put the date on there so I know how old it is. And this really helps my husband out too because he has man eyes. So Now I know when things will need to be replaced. So, like I said earlier, we're making jalapeno peppers. I don't normally eat bacon, but there are just certain recipes that it's really hard to find an alternative. So there you go. This is a very simple recipe, and I'm happy to share it with you. The last thing I like to do is prep my son's pouches for the week. And it's a very, very simple thing to do. It's just some frozen fruits and berries, a banana, a couple cups of yogurt. I like to add in chia seeds. Sometimes I put in flax seeds and either kale or spinach that I freeze in a bag so it doesn't go bad. And I can make these pouches anytime I need to. And this helps him with extra nutrients. He also really loves the taste of them because he cannot tell that there's kale or spinach in there. And I love these reusable pouches because you pour it in from the bottom. It's a zipper, not a zipper, it's a Ziploc. Anyway, it's very simple to use and you close it up and it does not spill. And for the remainder of the smoothie, I pop them into these little reusable silicone trays, which makes it super easy to just pop them into the reusable pouches and let them defrost overnight when I don't feel like making a new batch of smoothies. So I highly recommend getting this. It'll save you so much money in the store, and you know exactly what's going into those little pouches for your little ones. The last thing to do is, of course, light a candle, and I will be repotting these calla lilies into my vase and just rearranging my little breakfast area, setting the vibe for Monday morning when I have my coffee and tea. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely week ahead of you, and I'll see you again next Sunday.